So first things first, we will look through IELTS reading test format. The reading section consists of 40 questions designed to test a wide range of reading skills. This includes reading for gist, reading for main ideas, reading for detail, skimming, understanding logical argument, and recognizing writer's opinion, attitudes, and purpose. Paper format. The reading passes with a variety of questions using a number of task types. Timing. You are given 60 minutes to complete all the reading questions, and the number of questions is 40. So next thing we have to look is how to move from band 5 to band 7. So the first thing I will highly recommend is to prepare with reliable preparation materials, for example Cambridge official books. And the next thing, working on mistakes. If you don't work on your mistakes, you will not score higher score. So I would recommend type of questions you are not good at, you should work on. So improving vocabulary. Cambridge vocabulary, for example, one of the best thing to prepare. And you have to read journals, magazines and articles in order to improve your reading skill. So developing paraphrasing skills. Paraphrasing is one of the required skill in the reading. So all of the tasks of IELTS, because IELTS is paraphrase based test. So reading a variety of topics, for example health, fitness and education, all of them above helps you score higher band scores. True, false, not given. In IELTS academic reading, true, false, not given, you are required to judge whether the information given in the question statement is true, false or not given according to the passage. The key part here is to understand the passage clearly and choose the correct answer. To do well in this task, you must need a good amount of attention and comprehensive capability. Proper tips and practice can help you to get used to this task. In the true, false, not given question type, you have to read the passage and identify whether the given statement is true or not based on the given passage. To tackle the true, false, not given question type, well, you need to be aware of the following points. Read the statements and understand it carefully before trying to answer, and don't put yes in the place of true and no in the place of false. Sentence completion questions. Sentence completion questions are common in the IELTS reading test as long as you have a good strategy to answer them and have done lots of practice before the exam. They shouldn't give you too much of a problem. So guys, hope you're doing well. So by doing the reading practice, we will enhance your knowledge. So let's get started. Sit back, relax and enjoy the show. So reading. You should spend about 20 minutes on questions 1 and 13, which are based on reading passage 1 below. So you are given 20 minutes for one passage and questions will vary 13 or 14. So let's get started with reading the title, The Importance of Children's Play. So it gives us the exact meaning. The reading is about children's play. So let's read the first paragraph. Brick by brick, 6-year-old Alice is building a magical kingdom, imagining fairy tale, turrets, and fire-breathing dragons, wicked witches, and gallant heroes. She's creating an enchanting world. Although she isn't aware of it, this fantasy is helping her take her first steps towards her capacity for creativity, and so it will help important repercussions in her adult life. So, let's go to the question part. So you see there are sentence completion question types, so you should choose one word only for this gaps. So let's read the first question. Use of children's play. This title. So read the question. Building a magical kingdom may help develop. So think about how children can develop, what they can develop by building a magical kingdom. So let's go back to the first paragraph and let's read it. Imagining fairy tale turrets and fire-breathing dragons. So let's so where is the answer? So this is the answer. This fantasy is helping her take her first steps towards her capacity for creativity. So look this word, creativity. Let's drag this word and drop it here. Building a magical kingdom may help develop creativity. So this answer, guys. So let's read the second question. Board games involve something and turn taking. So let's think about board games involve something and turn taking. So let's go back paragraphs and read the second paragraph. Minutes later, Alice has abandoned the kingdom in favor of playing schools with her younger brother. When she bosses him around as his teacher, she is practicing how to regulate her emotions through pretense. Later on, when they tire of this and settle down with a board game. So board game is a keyword. So let's see the question. Here is a board game with a keyword. It's the same words. So let's read. She is learning about the need to follow rules and take turns. So it's the take turn is a keyword. Turn taking, take turns. It's similar. So rules and take turns. The answer is rules. So drag the word and drop it here. Board games involve rules and turn taking. So let's go third question. Recent changes affecting children's play. So it depends on change. So let's see keywords. Population. It's the keyword population have grown. So think about a place where people can live. It's a population. So let's go back. Read the third paragraph. Play in all its rich variety is one of the highest achievements of the human species, says Mr. David Whiteberg from the Faculty of Education at the University of Cambridge, UK. It underpins how we develop as intellectual problem-solving adults, as it's crucial to our success as highly adaptable species. So we can't see the answer here. So read the fourth paragraph. Recognizing the importance of play isn't new. Over 2 millennia ago, the Greek philosopher Plato extolled its virtues as a means of developing skills for adult life, and ideas about play-based learning have been developing since the 19th century. So, again, the answer is not appearing. So, let's read the next paragraph. But we live in changing times. So here is changing times, the keyword, and answer is here, you can see. A white bird is mindful of a worldwide decline in play, pointing out that over half the people, so let's say half the people is equals to population. So in the world now live in cities. So the answer is cities. Let's drag this word cities and drop it here. Populations of cities have grown. So next question. Opportunities for free play are limited due to fear of something, increased something in schools. So let's read the next paragraph. But we live in changing times. International bodies like the United Nations and the European Union have begun to develop policies concerned with children's right to play and to consider implications for larger facilities. So answer is not appearing here, so let's read this paragraph. Again, these opportunities for free play, which I experience almost every day of my childhood, are becoming increasingly scarce, he says. Outdoor play is curtailed by perceptions of risk to do with traffic. So, read again this sentence. Outdoor play is curtailed by perceptions of risk to do with traffic. So traffic is the answer here, and the next answer will be as well as parents' increased wish to protect their children from being the victims of crime. So read carefully, from being the victims of crime. So traffic and crime, there are answers of a question. So let's read this. Fear of traffic, fear of crime. So we have to find the answer for the sixth question. So let's go to the paragraphs. Where is we left? And by the emphasis on earlier is better, which is leading to greater competition in academic learning and schools. Schools here keyword. So the answer will be competition. Let's drag this word and drop it here. Increased competition in schools. So the answer is competition. So the next question is international policies on children's play. So it's difficult to find something to support new policies. In order to find the answer, let's go to back the paragraphs. We have left. So here is keyword international bodies or international policies like the United Nations and the European Union have begun to develop policies concerned with children's right to play and to consider implications for leisure, facilities and educational programs, but what they often lack is the evidence to base policies on. So here is the answer sentence. But what they often lack is the evidence to base policies on. So the answer is evidence. So let's drag the word evidence and drop it here. It's difficult to find evidence to support new policies. So next question is research needs to study the impact of play on the rest of the child's something. So let's go back where we have left. So the type of play we are interested in child's initiated, spontaneous and unpredictable, but as soon as you ask a favorite role to play, then you, as the researcher have intervened, explains Dr. Sarah Baker, and we want to know what the long-term impact of play is. It's a real challenge. Dr. Jenny Gibson agrees, pointing out that although some of the steps in the puzzles of how and why play is important have been looked at, there is very little data on the impact it has on the child's later life. So the answer is here. Child's later life is equals to on the rest of child's. The answer is life. We can drop the word life and drag the word life and drop it here. Alright people, I hope you enjoyed this video and do not forget to subscribe my channel and see you in the next videos.